Do all relationships end in cheating? No. So why do you keep attracting cheaters? Very simple. First thing is, everybody that keeps finding themselves cheated on again and again and again has one trait in common. So, do all relationships end in cheating? Of course not. So why is it that people keep attracting cheaters? In every relationship, they find themselves getting cheated on. Why is this? It's very simple. Firstly, you tend to be naive. You tend to believe people's words rather than their actions. And as long as they're telling you what you want to hear, you'll believe what you want to believe, and therefore you won't connect the dots. And you always find yourself attracting people who lie. Second thing is, you have a habit of attaching to people more than they attach back to you. You exceed their level of investment, attraction, and commitment, and you continue to show love and loyalty regardless of their behavior. And the final thing is, you have a fear of being alone. People who have a fear of being alone have a fear of setting boundaries. They don't want to tell their partner what they're feeling uncomfortable with because they're afraid their partner will walk away and they'll be left alone. So they'd rather stay uncomfortable than say the truth. And that's why you keep attracting unfaithful partners. Have you ever noticed, if you're a man who's done loads of inner work, lots of therapy, and you still find women reject you, it's very simple why. Women actually don't want a man that's so emotionally intelligent, so emotionally aware, so emotionally... Are you one of those men who's done so much inner work, completely understands everything when it comes to psychology and therapy, and yet women are still rejecting you? Are you really emotionally... Are you one of those men who's really worked on yourself and are really emotionally intelligent, and yet women are still rejecting you? Why is that? Very simple. Despite what you might hear online and despite what women are telling you, they actually don't care if you're emotionally intelligent. What they really want to know is, what are you going to do about it? Yes, you might understand her traumas. Yes, you might understand her abandonment wounds. Yes, you might understand everything there is to know about psychology. But what women are looking for is, how are you going to fix it? What are you going to do about it? How are you going to resolve the problems? If you can't, then simply holding her hand and understanding all her trauma will make you her best friend rather than her boyfriend, and she will lose attraction. Why is it that you can't find the people you want on dating apps? It's very simple. Most attractive women do not go on dating apps. The reason being is they are swarmed by the tension in the real world. So if she's ever finding herself on a dating app, it's usually because she's heartbroken and she just needs some kind of coping mechanism, or she's incredibly... or even worse, she's just using it to check up on her boyfriend. So the most attractive women tend not to... Why is it that you can't find love on... Why is it that you can never find the women you want on dating apps? It's very simple. The most attractive women tend not to be on dating apps. They tend to meet men in real life. Or if they are on dating apps, they're so unbelievably overwhelmed with the amount of messages they get that they end up deactivating very quickly. Or finally, and most importantly, if they find themselves on those dating apps, it's usually because they've just come from a heartbreak and they are using the dating app as a coping mechanism. They don't actually want to be there. So the reason why you're unable to access women at the top on the dating apps is because they don't want to be there. The better thing for you to do is click the link below and join my team, where I can help you find the exact woman you're looking for. Okay. Why do men still send fire emojis? Why do they still like your story? Why do they still follow you, even though they're ghosting your text messages and not replying to you? It's very simple. Because you don't have it's very simple. It's very simple. They're keeping that door open. They know that you're the type of woman that if they came back in 6 months, you would still be hung up on them, you would still reply to their messages, and you would still show them love and affection. So what they want to do is keep you warm, but they don't want to commit. Try not to read too much into these things, and instead block the person that's causing you all this stress. One of the questions women are asking, one of the problems, one thing that is it worse if a man cheats with a woman or with an escort? Which one is worse? Now, you'll see online, men will tell you, well, it's an escort, it doesn't mean anything, it's way better if he just cheats with somebody with no feelings. Nonsense. The truth is, once a man starts going down the routes of escorts, there is zero coming back from it. And the key reason is because regardless of his own appearance, regardless of his own value, regardless of who he is now able to access the women he's most attracted to. He doesn't have to put in the work, he doesn't have to put in any effort, he doesn't have to be smart, charming, attractive, nothing. He simply gets access to the women he truly desires with zero hard work. As a result, he will start to get an inflated perception of who he is and who he can access, which makes it very difficult for him to then start being attracted to women on his true level and to be attracted to his partner, who is a reflection of who he can really get in the real world. So once they start going down that route, there's no coming back. Okay, no. Have you ever noticed that whenever you forgive your partner for some level of disrespect or deal breakers, they start doing that behavior again and again? And the reason is very simple. Forgiveness gives the person a reminder that you're not going anywhere. It gives them a reminder that you accept this. It gives them a reminder that you will love them unconditionally. So when they are tempted in those positions again, they don't remember the stress they caused you. They remember the fact that you forgave them. Now, I'm not saying you can never forgive somebody, but when you do forgive, just expect that behavior to reoccur. And therefore only forgive behaviors that you don't have a problem with happening again and again. Have you ever wondered why, even though you're doing everything right when it comes to a woman, you're available, you're taking her on dates, you're being kind, you're committing, and yet she still rejects you? Why might this be happening? It's very simple. You are not reading the room. And what I mean by that is some men will give love, consistency, effort, and commitment to a woman who's not interested in them. And they think that the more they give her the things that women on paper want, the more she'll end up falling in love with him. But really, what happens when you keep giving consistent love and affection to a woman who's not interested is she sees you as needy, she sees you as unattractive, and she sees you as somebody who has no alternatives. And no, she's not an avoidant attachment. No, it's not her trauma. She's simply not attracted to you enough. So stop thinking that effort will relate to outcome. Effort in the wrong woman will simply lead to you being rejected instantly and again and again. And if this is something you want to change, just DM me the word change and you'll see. And if this is something you want to see change, make sure you, okay. And if you want to change this, just DM me the word change. And if you want to change this, just DM me the word change and I will send you exactly what you need to make a shift in this behavior. And then, can you save a sexless marriage? Yes. Oh God, wait. What creates a sexless marriage? It's very simple. They were never themselves entering intimacy to begin with. And what I mean by that is some people... let me change.
What do you guys think? Do you have anything to add on top of this conversation? Please leave your comment below. We would love to hear from you.
Thank you for making it this far. If you like this video, you might want to share it with a like-minded friend. Thank you, and as always, stay blessed.